Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
Here's Watson to throw on third down. He finds his man complete. It's Ford.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Chubb running to the wide side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The Browns at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now Watson.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw, Watson. Look at the big man rumble. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career
touchdown number 60. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Chubb will get the call, running left. They find some open field here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
Yeah, I did. My bad. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Well, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's to one of the new Charger wideouts, DJ Chark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest.
Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now it's Watson. Complete to Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw on second is Watson. Austin brings in the quick throw, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 50, it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew.
Touchdown, Browns! Jerome Ford, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes our score 17-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the 2nd half on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's again complete to Palmer. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Dobbins once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. The tight end in motion right. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
And this one is right through. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And again, it's Chubb. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. They go up the middle with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's Watson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Pass complete to Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. It looks like they'll move things around here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Herbert on first down now. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! David Njoku. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. KaVontae Turpin, 68 yards. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A give. This is Chubb. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And Watson's going to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, Charles, and that's one Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win.